cars being told, have some give and take. It's going to be Justin Laughlin and Aaron Collier, your front row. Green flags in the air. 40 laps. Let's do it. 2:30 at night or in the morning. Oh, we got one car. Big trouble on the front straightaway already. Oh, man. That is the 27. So fireworks still going off over there. Who the heck has a fireworks show over there in turn number 1? I like it. Green flag is in the air, and we are underway. So a complete restart here with 43 cars now doing battle. As they are side by side for the top spot with Justin Laughlin and Aaron Collier still side by side. It will be Collier with a slight advantage off of turn number 4. Laughlin about lost it off of turn number 4. That time was Bomber Don. Don Berner gets up behind him. Couple cars crash off of turn number 2. They get it refired, though we stay green. So Aaron Collier, Justin Laughlin, your top 2. Don Berner in 3rd. 4th is Rick Hughes in the number 7 machine. As we got a battle brewing now for that 5th spot. Right now running in the 5th position is the 87. As they work their way. Already getting ready to put the cars a lap down. It's still Collier out front with Justin Laughlin in the 2nd spot. Don Berner in 3rd, Rick Hughes all trying to slice and dice their way through some of the slap traffic. One car whips it around. Mark Farnay's complete 360, gets back going. Very slow right now, trying to get that car back in gear. He will do that and head off into turn 1 as one car comes around in turn 2. He gets refired as well. Aaron Collier right now running in 1st, followed by Justin Laughlin in 2nd. Don Berner is 3rd. 4th, Rick Hughes. Top 4 drivers, they've been able to break away from the 51R of Ross Krajak. Right now, Krajak trying to hold. The 87J of Jared Wilson at bay right now in that 6th spot. Jacob Strite starting to flex his muscle as well. A lot of smoke right now pouring out of the 7X of Craig Dillard. I believe his car was black flag, so he's still hanging on the racetrack right now with a lot of smoke coming out of his car. As one car round, Preston Reed right in front of your race leaders. Oh, man. Oh, man. And green flag is back in the air. Aaron Collier leads the field off at turn number 2 as Justin Laughlin now has a little pressure in the 7 of Rick Hughes. Hughes and Laughlin make a little contact as a couple of cars go around off of turn number 4. So as we are getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Green flag's in the air. We're back underway. Aaron Collier, race leader. He'll lead him off into turn number 1. Justin Laughlin trying to be right up on his back bumper as Jared Wilson, the 87J, looks underneath him. Here comes Rick Hughes. Now they go 3 wide down the back straightaway. It's Laughlin up top. Hughes in the middle. Jared Wilson down low. They're still 3 wide for that 2nd position through turns 3 and 4. Aaron Collier leads the field off at turn number 4 as Justin Laughlin, Rick Hughes, and Jared Wilson continue 3 wide battle on the racetrack. Aaron Collier in that P40 right now, out front showing the way as Wilson and Hughes go side by side. Now Laughlin gives Hughes a push. He'll push him right past Jared Wilson. Now he looks to the inside of Rick Hughes. Couldn't do anything with him. Laughlin, that car getting kind of squirrely out there alone with the 51R. Ross Krajak, who is in the 5th position, now is going to fall all the way back to the 7th spot as Jacob Strite tries to get past him. After Matt Geil did the same one down low in the AUD. Out front, no change. It's the P40 of Aaron Collier showing the way right now over Rick Hughes, who is starting to reel in the back bumper of that P40 machine of Collier. Battle side by side once again for that 3rd spot between Jared Wilson and Justin Laughlin. Wilson to the inside of Laughlin has one car around in turn number 4. It's the 80 machine. He'll get refired though. We stay green. Race leader Aaron Collier getting ready to come up to the backside of some lap traffic. as we are 10 laps into this 40-lap main event. It's Collier and Hughes. About a car length separates those two drivers, running 1 and 2 on the racetrack. So they go into turn number 3. Collier's going to use the top side of the racetrack. Rick Hughes going to drop the nose down to an inside line, trying to work his way past the P40 of Collier. They have broken away from the 87 of Laughlin and Wilson, as Hughes once again looks to the inside of Aaron Collier. They go side by side. Collier, though, going to hang on to that top spot. Over Rick Hughes now going to put the pressure on the number 80. Try to get him 1 lap down. That's Shane Heisen in that 80 machine. Shane Heisen spun around just a few laps ago. Right now, clinging to that last position on the lead lap. And just ahead of him, it is the 42R just involved in that last caution of Richard Schmiel. So Collier goes 3 wide with Schmiel and Heisen, trying to get those drivers 1 lap down. He'll do that using the bottom side of the racetrack. Rick Hughes going to follow suit. He pulls up side by side with Schmiel. As he does that, Justin Laughlin, 82, and Jared Wilson, as we got 1 car around the 42R on the back straightaway. Off of turn number 2. Oh, nowhere to go for Caden Brigner and James Guile. They make contact with Schmiel. Ben Sabowski and that 11 car had issues in the heat race. Right now up in the top 10 as the green flag flies once again. 9 minutes remaining here in this one. As the field works their way off a turn number 2, Aaron Collier hangs on to the race lead as Rick Hughes now trying to fight off the 87J of Jared Wilson through turns 3 and 4. Wilson down the inside of Hughes in the red number 7 machine. He'll hang on to that second spot as Justin Laughlin lost a little bit of grip on his car. That old Groshi Gator, the station wagon, calls to the outside of Matt Guile as Jacob Strite, who was in the top 5, had issues with his car, pulls it down to the infield. It will be Collier and Hughes using the top side of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. They are your race leaders. Rick Hughes trying to reel in the back bumper of Aaron Collier once again as they work off a turn number 4 down the front straightaway into 1. Jared Wilson still in that 3rd spot, looks down underneath as you got 3 lines being used right now. Collier up top, Hughes in the middle, Jared Wilson on the bottom side of the racetrack here at Arizona Speedway. And once again, that's how they sit their assault in turns 3 and 4. It's Collier, Hughes, and Wilson. Laughlin back to the 4th spot with the 28 machine. Behind him in 5th, that is Jacob Mabbitt. A couple of sliders being thrown back in the pack here in this bomber main event. As it's still Collier leading by 2 car lengths over Rick Hughes, another 4 back to Jared Wilson. And Justin Laughlin in the 4th, followed by Mabbitt in 5th, Richard Bennett in 6th, Toby Whippetoe 7th, Ben Sabowski is 8th, 9th is Matt Guile. And battle for top 10th spot between Ross Krajak and Colby Olivet as the battle is starting to heat up now for the top spot. It's Aaron Collier out front as Jared Nicola goes around the 5150 once again off of turn number 2. Rick Hughes looks down the inside of Collier. Nicola gets his car off track. His night is done as Rick Hughes looks to the inside of Aaron Collier. That's the battle for the top spot. And the blessing, if we go over 3 o'clock, we at least want to give him 30 laps here tonight. And this guy, he loves it. He can't get enough of racing. Hell yeah. Nice mullet, too. Green flag is in the air. We're back underway. So 19 laps are down of the scheduled 40, which might get cut down to 30. We'll see how it all plays out here. It's Collier out front. Now it's going to be Rick Hughes and Mabbitt going side by side for second. Mabbitt to the outside of Hughes. He'll get by him for that second spot going into turn number 3. Looks like he's going to bring the 16B of Richard Bennett with him as well. Richard Bennett working his way up through the field. He's now going to be scored in 3rd. And how about Mabbitt right now starting to flex his muscle in that number 28. He will go to the top spot off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Collier, they're going to fight back around the outside. Mabbitt going to try to slam the door on him. He'll do just that. Move Collier back to second. Now it's Mabbitt in 1st. Jacob Mabbitt to the top spot. Here as the laps wind down at Arizona Speedway. It is Mabbitt, Collier, Bennett, now Hughes being scored in 4th, Justin Laughlin in 5th. So Jacob Mabbitt in that 28 right now, showing the way as Aaron Collier trying to look to the outside of him. Couldn't quite do anything. Richard Bennett going to go to the inside of him as Andy to Justin Laughlin slow up and turns 1 and 2. It's Collier and Bennett still side by side for that second position right now. Right behind the 28 machine of Mabbitt. Little contact maybe between Bennett and Collier. The left rear of Collier got bent out of shape, but he got back in the gas there. How about Jacob Mabbitt started this race all the way back in 26. Right now your race leader as the field works their way down the back straightaway. Coming off of turn number 4 now, Justin Laughlin has a right front flat. That's doing the end his night in the 82. So he'll pull off the racetrack. I believe his truck fell off too on that station wagon. As it's Jacob Mabbitt out front, followed by Aaron Collier now in second. Richard Bennett is third. Talking about passing cars, starting back in the 26 starting spot. That 28 of Mabbitt now being scored your race leader as the laps will wind down here. And a good green flag run right now. It's Mabbitt, Collier, Bennett, Hughes, and Ben Sabowski, your top 5. They've broken away just a little bit from 6th place running Toby Wibito. Russ Krajax in 7th. Kobe Olivet is 8th. Chase Knupel 9th. And Matt Guile rounds out your top 10. Mark Farnes is in 11th. Great battles happening right now all over the racetrack, but nothing out front as Jacob Mabbitt starting to put cars 1 lap down, catching up the tail end of the field. Just got around the 15. Now he has 3 cars just ahead of him in Tipton, Nicola, and Amanda Hazley. As we have a lap and a half left, it will be white flag next this time by for Jacob Mabbitt in the 28. Does Aaron Collier have anything for him? As cars going a lap down. It's going to be right in the thick of that lap traffic. White flag in the air. One final time here tonight at Arizona Speedway. And it's Mabbitt looking at the outside of Jared Nicola with Tipton just ahead of him. As they work down the back straightaway, Jacob Mabbitt slicing and dicing his way through the lap cars. Aaron Collier trying to give it all he has to get around Jacob Mabbitt. I don't think he's going to have anything for him. There's a lap car. Might have pushed him up the track. Mabbitt got into him. It will be Mabbitt winning tonight's main event over Aaron Collier. He's out of the car, fans. Put your hands together for him. Your main event winner here tonight for the Bombers. As Aaron Collier comes over, congratulates him. Jacob, 26 starting spot, raced your way up through the field, man. Talk about those late restarts.
It was tough. I was just trying to keep out of everything and try to work my way up to the front. I didn't think I was going to get up here, but it fell in my favor.
Yeah, it's quite a struggle getting all the way up here, man. You saw a lot of stuff on your way up to the front there. A lot of caution flags coming out there late, some red flags too. And this one, man, and able to get past Aaron Collier there. It was really the class of the field all night, man. Talk about that pass.
Yeah, I seen it. It looked like his car was starting to go away with about however many we had left, and he went up, and I was there. I was glad it was clean, not like last week.
Well, hey, man, it's straight up 3 o'clock. Congratulations. We still got fans in the stands. You got some people you'd like to thank back here.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my dad, my uncle, Matt Tatter Customs, Matt, Guile, John Gary, James Guile, all those guys. They helped me out tremendously. Don Berner, Aaron. I couldn't do it without those guys.
All right, give it up for Jacob Mabbitt, your main event winner here tonight at Arizona Speedway. As it's 3 o'clock, race fans. If you're out here, you're crazy, and I love you for it. Thanks for coming out.